Hello!
Well, Froderick, did you enjoy my singing?
I'm sure it was very nice, but seeing as how I'm a bat and all, I wouldn't trust my opinion on opera. But if you knew the Draxylvania polka, then I'm your bat.
I just cannot tell if it was good or not. If only I were back at the Perry Academy. Oh, I just wish I were back in Perry altogether.
Yuck! Hey, don't worry, babe. I'll get you out of here. All we gotta do is stick to the P-L-A-N. Capiche?
Thank you, Frederick. Oh, you're so good to me.
You've been pretty good to me, too. Besides, hanging out with you, I get a chance to torment Mr. Short, Pale, and Stupid.
I heard that.
Oh! Speak of the devil. Aren't you running a little late tonight, errand boy?
I'm starving, Shouty. I need my wine.
Yes, Mona, my love. I shall go off right away and begin hunting for looking for a wine shop in town. I know just the place. They have an excellent selection of the finest wines. O positive, O negative, my favorite.
Yeah, I'm sure 10 minutes from now will be an excellent vintage.
Are you still here?
Who, me? No.
All right, he's gone. Quick!
Hey, you know he's getting blood, right? You drink blood.
Shh! Now is not the time to start that old argument. It's not blood, it's just... well,
A real thick and, salty tasting Merlot with a little, iron aftertaste? Is that what that is?
something like that, yeah.
You know, the Nile is not just a river in colonized British Egyptian Sudan.
Out with it, damn you.
Did you see which one?
Yeah, the third one on the left, I think. Or was it the first one? You know, I really didn't get a good look, but definitely on the left. The last three.
Oh, man! At this rate, I am never going to get off this island.
Patience, child. The stars have aligned and things are about to get interesting.
What was that?
What was what?
Quickly, up to my balcony.
Why? What's going on?
Surprise! Balku, quickly!
No, Mona, my love. I shall never set you free. Don't you know you are mine? Forever!
I hear you, jeez. I got pretty big ears if you hadn't noticed. And you're not totally free. We still have to find the key to the boathouse. Till then, you're stuck here.
Oh, right. Good point.
That was very unusual. He said Mona? Who is this Mona, I wonder? Our work here is most decidedly not done.
There's no way I can open this thing unless we find that key. It's an ornate metal door. There's all kinds of strange symbols engraved on it, and it's almost as if the door is vibrating with some kind of mystical energy.
Okay, it's a magic door. Got it.
Hello in there! Could someone open the door from the inside?
Or cast the disenchant spell, or melt it down with a welding torch, or take the door off the hinges, or failing that, just slam your head repeatedly into the door over and over again until it breaks apart?
I don't think they like that last suggestion because they aren't responding. Good going, Frederick.
What did you want me to suggest? That they cover the door in sugar and lick their way through?
Though I'm sure I could fly into a mundane door enough times to knock it down, this one is clearly enchanted. This gargoyle looks too dumb to talk.
Yeah, he probably has rocks in his head.
I can't push that. But even if I could, I'm not sure what that would accomplish.
It would give the lake monster something to chew on.
I don't think I want to talk to him.
Yeah, he's giving you the cold shoulder. Both of them.
I can't move it. It looks too solid and steady.
Like a rock?
Now, Mr. Gargoyle, would you please be so kind as to give me the key that Shouty has hidden inside of you? Pretty please, with sugar on top? I can't move it. If the key's inside, I'm not going to be able to pry it out with my hands.
This looks like the perfect time to inflict a little blunt force trauma.
It's the lake monster of Lake Varg, a hideous creature that slinks through the water, devouring whatever creatures he can find. A monstrous creature.
Well, in his defense, he is technically a monster.
Why are you defending him?
Let's just say, I know what it's like to be a misunderstood miscreant mired in melancholy.
Nice alliteration.
Thank you. Nice assonance.
Hello, Mr. Lake Monster. I think you are so glossy and shiny and powerful looking. I bet you're just misunderstood and not monstrous at all.
What are you trying to do? Make a new friend or something?
Did it ever occur to you that once we find a way out of this castle, we're probably going to end up encountering that creature? What if it ends up that he's hungry and he decides he wants to eat one of us? At that point, is he more likely to choose the friendly, young woman or the annoying little bat who's always being mean to him?
Hey, lake monster, you rock! Buddy old pal of mine, you rule!
I'm not getting anywhere near that monster. I've seen what he does to anything that falls in.
I call him Inky, but Shroudy called him Mr. Body Disposal.
I hate changing out in public. If I need to go over there, I'll just walk. It's a rusty old sword.
That thing looks like it's in pretty bad shape. I bet it would fall apart if you tried to hit anything with it.
Hello, rusty sword. What's your name?
Juan Sanchez Villalobos Ramirez?
How did you know that?
It's carved on the corner. I wonder who he was.
I have no clue. But his parents were a little indecisive when it came to picking a name. It's so rusty. It will definitely shatter if I hit anything with it, but it may have other uses. I'll remember it's here. It's a rather ornate hanging banner.
It's the Von Kiefer family crest. A two-headed vulture holding some thigh bones.
I can't make out the family motto. Frederick?
Get to pickin' while the pickins are good. Words to live by.
I can't really talk to that. I can't reach it from here. The tapestry is fairly loose. I'm not going to pull it down right now, but if I need it at some point, I'll remember that it's here. It's some sort of ghoulish decoration. I wonder where the Baroness found such a thing. Hello, devilish decor! Why did the Baroness choose to decorate with you?
If I had to come up with a phrase to describe her decorating style, I think I'd go with feng shui. I cracked myself up.
I'm not pulling on that long tongue of his.
I can't decide how I should respond to that. I have so many options.
And none of them clean. Let's just move on. No need to show off. I might as well walk. It's a rather beautiful piece of stained glass.
Yeah, except for that huge freaking spider right in the middle of it.
That's not part of the design. It just crawled up there a few minutes ago.
Holy grapes!
Just kidding. Stained glass. Too bad I will never see the sunlight pass through you. I don't want to smash that. Funny, I used to hate spiders, but over the last year I've learned to like them. It's a rather nasty-looking gargoyle.
Is it me, or is he actually wearing a wig?
Hello up there! Huh. Why won't he talk to us?
Because we're beneath him.
So he looks down on us?
He's stuck up.
He's up on his high horse.
Okay, don't run the joke into the ground. It looks like you could use a shave. That's a pretty serious goatee he's sporting.
No need to show off. I might as well walk. It looks like someone's family crest. Crest? You are an odd assortment of symbols.
If I were to design my family crest, I would create something a little more subtle. Maybe a bat standing atop a mountain with a gleaming sword thrusting towards the heavens, a bare-bosomed lady clinging to my leg while holding the bloody head of a dragon.
No way! Too heavy! It's a fire! It's what happens when you apply a significant amount of heat to combustible materials. I had some burning questions for you, but I just forgot them. Burnt vampire flesh smells really bad. I better not.
It's a bear rug.
Is it just me, or are its eyes following us? I'm sorry, but I don't speak bear. I better not. I might not be able to bear the weight. No need to show off. I might as well walk.
It's a couple of nasty-looking statues. I'm sure they must have scared the crap out of Shroudy when he was a little kid.
Yes, I almost feel sorry for him. But then I remember that he kidnapped and imprisoned me.
I understand how that might weaken your sympathies a bit.
I wonder if the artist got his inspiration from some high school kid's notebook. No way! Too heavy! It looks like a poker and a brazier full of hot coals. Obviously, this is another one of Shroudy's torture devices. Judging from the smell in the air, I'd say it's gotten some use lately.
Is that what that is? Oh, man! I thought maybe somebody was cooking hamburgers down here. My mouth started watering as soon as we came down the steps.
You have good luck. It makes you look so hot. That poker is a little too hot to pick up.
Well then, what about the brazier filled with white-hot coals?
Gee, I don't know, Frederick. Why don't you try and pick it up and let me know how it goes? It's a large mace hanging high up on the wall. From the looks of it, I'd say it's still in pretty good condition.
Mace, huh? Is that what it's called? I thought it was called anesthesia. Mace Wind Dew.
Huh? What does that mean? Why exactly are you saying a bunch of random words?
Just think of it as my own personal geek test. I'm sad to say that you failed, but don't worry. You're still passing my hot goth chick test with flying colors.
I bet a big, heavy, hitting thing might be useful somewhere, but I'm not going to carry it around. I'll keep it in mind, though. It appears to be some sort of hideous torture device. I wonder where the Baroness would find such a thing.
Maybe she went shopping at that trendy new Swedish torture furniture superstore. I've heard they have a wide selection of inexpensive torture gear, and when you walk through the store, they have a bunch of different dungeon rooms set up so you can actually see how your torture device would look once you take it home.
Hello, Mr. Chair of Unimaginable Pain. I'm going to call you Spike, the chair who always hurt the ones it loved. Absolutely not. That would kill me.
Technically, I think the spikes would have to be made of wood to kill you. So I think you're good. That is, if you really want to sit on a chair designed to cause unimaginable pain.
That's a rather odd-looking item. I wonder what it's used for.
I'll take a wild guess. How about grinding stuff?
Hi, Grindy Grinder. I bet it must be tough having to torture people all day long. You poor thing.
Yeah, I bet the daily grind is a killer.
I don't want to touch that thing. It's got lots of residue on it.
You're right, Mona. It looks like there are bits of flesh and bone, and maybe a few coffee beans.
Coffee beans?
Yeah, Shroudy sometimes like to start his day with a hot cup of joe and the evening paper boy.
Don't you mean the evening paper?
No, I mean the paper boy. Shroudy always enjoyed feasting on Draxylvanian paper boys. I assume he threw their corpses into the pit, then climbed into his coffin where he'd relax and read their papers.
It's some sort of torture device. It looks like my Aunt Votre Mère. Hello there.
Well, hello there, dearie. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
You can talk!
Oh, don't be frightened, my dears. I won't harm you.
Who are you?
My name is Barbara, although my friends call me Barb. Get it, Barb?
Yeah, I think we get it. Bob, as in a sharp metal device that slowly and painfully rends flesh as it gets pushed into some poor bastard's body? That's downright hilarious. Well, maybe that guy doesn't find it so funny.
Oh, just ignore him. I mean that.
Aside from torturing people, what do you do down here?
Well, I'm actually the torture chamber stenographer. It's my job to record what's being said down here when Shroudy or the Baroness are, in a serious discussion with her, guests.
What kind of stuff have you heard? Could you tell us?
Oh, sure. I don't think that would harm anything. I like to think of myself as an open book. And speaking of books, that's what the Baroness would usually be asking about. Shroudy, on the other hand, he usually didn't ask anything at all.
Why? Was Shroudy too shy?
No, too sadistic. The one fellow over there without his head, Shroudy really went after. That's right around the time when the Baroness disappeared. Curious thing about that guest.
What?
He didn't bleed at all. Shroudy took one whack at his head and it fell on the floor and shattered like a Ming vase. Very, very odd. Even for around here.
Book? What book?
Oh, yes. The Book of Shrouds was always the topic of discussion for the Baroness. It was mostly various priests, scholars, magicians, historians, and, holy men that the Baroness would bring down here. She was definitely trying to extract knowledge from them about that book.
When was the last time you saw the Baroness?
She was torturing that headless man over there several years ago. After she got the information she wanted, she left the castle in a hurry and never returned.
Do you have this session memorized right before the Baroness left?
Yes, let me see. I believe I have it here. It's been a few years. Here I go. Man from Cabal. Ouch, ouch, ouch. It hurts so much. Ah, I can't take it. Ah.
Do you think you could skip ahead a little bit to where he was actually talking?
Yes, of course. Man from Cabal. Yes, I have the tome you're looking for. It will give you all the secrets to unlocking the book. Baroness, tell me where it is or I'm going to shove this hot poker.
Oh my! Could we please, skip ahead a little bit more?
Oh, certainly. Man from Cabal. The tome is in my camp, buried at the base of a large oak tree near the Vargo Pass crossroads. Baroness, you'd better not be lying to me or when I return you will feel pain as you have never felt it before. After that, the Baroness disappeared. A few days later, Shroudy came downstairs screaming about a trap. He took an axe and tried to chop the poor fellow's head off. But when the head rolled off, there was no blood. It wasn't a man at all. It was some kind of talking clay statue or some such.
I think it's called a clay golem.
How do you know about that?
Used to play a lot of Dungeons and Dogs. The clay golems dropped a lot of loot and were pretty aggro.
I should have known. Bob, please go on.
Apparently, somebody was laying a trap for the Baroness. And it must have worked, for she never returned.
What did Shroudy do after that?
I believe he searched frantically for months, but he didn't find a single trace of her at Vargo Pass or anywhere else in Draxylvania. Poor little monster. He lost his mommy so young. He was devoted to her, you know. He got lonely and left on holiday soon after that. He came back occasionally with a new female companion, but he seemed to grow tired of each one after a time. Then off he would go again.
Hey, Mona, that may explain why you're here.
Yes, from what I've seen, he likes you best of them so far. Maybe it's because you look so much like her.
Like whom?
Oh, his mother, the Baroness, of course.
What was this cabal you mentioned?
I don't know, but I do recall they all seemed to wear a belt that had a gold circle with a star in the middle and an eye in the middle of the star. The Baroness seemed to really, give them special attention.
Who was the guess you speak of?
The Baroness would search all over the world for priests and scholars, or even wizards and witches, and invite them to stay at the castle, all expenses paid.
Let me guess. She slipped them a Mickey, and instead of the spa, they ended up down here.
Right. Then she would ask me to take down everything I heard for future reference. When she was done, some went into the pit, and a few she took somewhere else. Maybe another dungeon somewhere. I don't know. As you can imagine, I don't get around much.
What does being an Iron Maiden pay?
Pay? Oh no, I have to do this. I'm not sure why. Torturing people does seem horrible and just downright unfriendly and all, but we all have to follow the paths our creators have laid down for us. My path in this life is to slowly squeeze the life out of people and record their thoughts on the matter. Simple, true, but still rewarding. Settle down, or Mama isn't going to be happy.
How come we have never had the pleasure of talking before?
Well, the Baroness and later Shroudy always told me never to talk to strangers or any guests. But now that they're both gone, I just feel free to talk to you for some reason.
How are you able to talk?
Oh, for the longest time I was scrap metal from a wrecked ship, the SS Woebegone out of Lake Superior. Then I was sold to Acme Toys, Tools, and Torture Devices in Port Varda. There I was forged and cast and shipped here. Then one Christmas Eve, the Baroness made a wish upon a bright star that I would come to life. And what do you know? A magical fairy came down and granted her wish, and that is how I came to life.
Are you sure that's the way it happened?
Pretty sure.
Well, I better be going. It's been very nice talking with you.
You too. Shh, hush. Bye-bye.
What is that thing?
Let me see. It looks like there's a small plaque down on the corner of the chair. Let me read it. It says, Acme Groin Crusher.
Aren't you going to follow that up with some kind of witty comment?
Mona, there are some things you simply do not joke about.
I'm not talking to that thing. Squeaking, but it still works.
That thing is so wrong. I can't even talk about it. This place is horrible. Oh, the humanity.
That looks too sharp to fly into. It's some sort of fake man thing. I don't know what it is, but it looks like maybe it was made out of clay.
Poor fellow. He really lost his head. I think he's a magically created golem. Somebody made him and sent him here for a reason.